Have you ever wondered why life feels the hardest when you're trying your best to be kind? Why, despite being generous, patient, and fair, the world often seems to push back harder? If you've quietly endured pain, disappointment, or isolation, and still chosen to keep your heart open, this message is for you. In the quiet wisdom of the Buddha, karma is not a linear exchange of good for good or bad for bad. It is the unseen river beneath the surface of our lives, shaping the path forward not as punishment or reward, but as refinement. For those with good karma, those who've sown seeds of compassion, honesty, and love, the journey often becomes harder before it becomes beautiful. This paradox can be confusing. Why do people with kind hearts face the most painful trials? The answer lies in the nature of blessings. Blessings are not simply handed to us, they are earned through purification. They arrive not when we ask for them, but when we are ready to hold them without being consumed. And readiness comes through challenge. What follows are 9 profound spiritual tests that people with good karma often face before their blessings unfold. If you've been struggling despite living rightly, read on. You may be closer to your transformation than you realize. Challenge 1. Being misunderstood without the power to defend yourself. You live with sincerity, you speak with care, you act with good intentions, and yet people misunderstand you. They twist your words, doubt your motives, or question your actions. You're called insincere when you're simply quiet. You're labeled weak because you avoid drama. And when you do speak up, it's often ignored or taken the wrong way. This is one of the hardest challenges for a kind soul, being misunderstood without the chance to explain. But in Buddhist thought, this is no random misfortune. It's karma working to strip away the ego's need to be seen, validated, and justified. To endure misunderstanding without anger is to burn old karma. Every time you're blamed unfairly and still choose not to retaliate, you move closer to clarity. Silence becomes strength. Kindness becomes armor. The truth of who you are will reveal itself, not through explanation, but through time. Let the world misjudge. Let your character speak in the long run. You don't need to win arguments. You only need to stay anchored in your truth. In time, your endurance will blossom into quiet respect. Challenge 2. Feeling alone in a world that doesn't understand you. There's a loneliness that doesn't come from lack of people, but from being surrounded by many and still feeling unseen. If you live by values like empathy, mindfulness, and restraint, you may feel like you don't quite belong. While others chase fame or profit, you seek peace. While others celebrate cleverness, you honor honesty. And because of this, you may feel like you live in a different emotional frequency. Friends may fade, conversations may feel shallow. You start wondering, am I too sensitive, too idealistic, too different? You are not wrong. You are not broken. You are simply awakening. Light is always rarer than shadow. People who walk the path of inner clarity often have to walk it alone, at least at first. But this solitude is not a punishment. It is sacred space. It gives you the room to hear your own heart more clearly. And it prepares you to meet others who walk the same path. If you feel lonely, don't rush to fill the silence. Let it teach you what kind of connection truly matters. The right souls will find you, not through noise, but through the quiet frequency of shared integrity. Challenge 3. Losing what you thought you needed: money, relationships, health, confidence. These are things we cling to as proof that we're doing okay. But sometimes, just when we think we've finally arrived at stability, life begins to take these things away. It feels cruel. You ask yourself, what did I do wrong? But this is not a punishment. In Buddhist teaching, this is purification. Karma removes what weighs you down, even if it's something you thought you couldn't live without. A toxic relationship ends. A job you depended on collapses. A plan you built your future on falls apart. It hurts, but it also clears space. Because in truth, not everything that feels good is good for your path. And not everything that's lost is a tragedy. Loss is a sacred vacuum. If you meet it with trust instead of panic, you'll find that life is not against you. It's making room for blessings that require space to land. The greatest transformations often begin with an unraveling. Challenge 4, betrayal by those closest to you. Few things cut deeper than being betrayed by someone you loved. A friend, a partner, a parent, a child, someone you trusted fully, someone who was supposed to protect you but instead left you to bleed. This betrayal makes you question everything, your choices, your goodness, even your worth. But in the karmic view, these are not senseless heartbreaks. They are sacred encounters with attachment. They show us the difference between love and dependency. They teach us that even the most precious relationships cannot be clung to. The lesson is not to stop loving. It is to love with open hands, to give without gripping, to care without expecting return. Yes, it hurts, but this hurt can crack the shell of expectation and awaken a new kind of love. The kind that loves even when it isn't returned. The kind that is complete in itself. When you survive this pain and still choose to keep your heart soft, you rise to a higher form of strength. One that doesn't harden, but expands. Challenge 5. Encountering opposition from the malicious or jealous. You do good, and you're punished for it. You help, and someone tries to harm you. You mind your own business, and others gossip or scheme. Why does this happen? Why do kind people so often become targets? Because light exposes darkness, and those who are not ready to face their own shadows often attack the ones who mirror what they lack. This is not your fault, nor is it a sign that kindness doesn't work. It is a test. In Buddhist terms, these moments are fire trials. They show whether your virtue is real or conditional. Can you stay kind even when it isn't rewarded? Can you remain calm in the presence of cruelty? Do not let their hatred turn into your bitterness. Stay rooted in your integrity. Let their actions reflect their karma, not yours. These people are not here to destroy you. They are here to refine you. Like gold purified by fire, your soul shines brightest after the most intense tests. Challenge 6. When success is delayed, despite all your effort, you've done everything right. You've been consistent, patient, and true to your values. And still, the recognition, the results, the breakthrough, none of it seems to come. Meanwhile, others cut corners, manipulate, or lie, and they seem to be rewarded instantly. It's maddening. But the truth is this: real blessings take time. In Buddhism, karma does not operate on our timeline. It ripens when conditions are fully ready, not a moment sooner. When your intentions are pure, the blessings that come to you will not be small or temporary. They will be deep-rooted and transformative, and deep roots take longer to grow. If your success is delayed, consider that you are being fortified. You're not just being prepared for the blessing, you're being prepared to hold it with grace. Early success can spoil, mature success endures. Your breakthrough may be late, but it will be true, and when it comes, it will not falter. Challenge 7, inner emptiness and loss of meaning. There comes a phase when everything looks fine on the outside. Your job, your health, your relationships. But something inside you feels hollow. The joy has drained. The purpose feels missing. It's as if your soul has gone silent. This stage terrifies many people. They think something is broken. But in Buddhism, this silence is sacred. It's not collapse. It's a cocoon. When the old self is ready to shed, the new self goes silent to form. You are transitioning. The things that once satisfied no longer do. That's not failure, it's evolution. Allow this emptiness. Sit with it. Don't rush to fill it with distractions. Let it strip away what no longer fits. When the new clarity emerges, it won't just be another goal. It will be meaning that flows from your core. Challenge 8, repeating the same pain again and again. Have you noticed certain patterns in your life? You meet the same kind of hurtful people. The same emotional triggers return. You try something new, but the old story finds its way back. It's frustrating. It makes you feel cursed. But karma is not cruel. It's persistent. It brings the same test until your response changes. The universe is not asking, "Do you know the lesson?" It's asking, "Have you embodied the lesson?" Awareness is not enough. The cycle breaks only when your reaction does, when you no longer beg for love that hurts you, when you no longer explain your worth to those who refuse to see it, when you choose peace over proving yourself. Every repeated hurt is a turning point. Either you repeat it or you rise. Challenge 9. The final darkness before the breakthrough. Just before dawn, the night is coldest and darkest. Just before the tide turns, the waves crash hardest. The same is true with blessings. The moment you're closest to the breakthrough is often the moment you feel most broken. Everything falls apart. You lose people, opportunities, your sense of direction. You begin to believe that maybe you were wrong to try so hard to be good. Maybe this kindness thing doesn't work after all. But this is the final storm. The last karmic purging before the light arrives. It's not a sign that you're losing. It's a sign that you're almost done. Stay with it. Don't give up. The Buddha taught that when the ground is being cleared, it looks like destruction. But it's preparation. You are not being buried. You are being planted. The heart that endures will shine. If you've been through pain, confusion, loneliness, or despair, and you've still chosen compassion, you are a rare soul. This world doesn't always reward such choices, but karma remembers. The universe remembers. These 9 challenges are not punishments. They are portals. Through them, your heart grows wide enough to hold true joy. And more importantly, to share it. Blessings are not what you receive. They are what you become. When you've walked through fire and stayed soft, when you've lost everything and still gave love, when you've been alone but never bitter, then you have become the blessing itself. Keep going. You are not late. You are right on time. And your light is not lost. It is ripening. One day, when your time comes, you won't just enjoy the blessings. You'll be someone who passes them on. And that is the most powerful kind of wealth.